Hi, it's Father Bob. I hope you're well, and happy Thanksgiving. One important spiritual practice of our Catholic faith is expressing gratitude to God. We do that every time we come to Mass as an acknowledgement that all is gift from Him, from whom all good things come. It's in the spirit of Psalm 116, which says, "How can I repay the Lord for all the good He has done for me?" that we instinctively seek to give back in some way. And when we hear Jesus say in the Gospel of Matthew, "Whatsoever you do to the least of my brothers and sisters, you do to me," He's actually calling us to give back to Him by providing some outreach to those in need around us. In response, we naturally ask ourselves, well, how much should I give? Whether it's the amount of money or time I can offer. To help us answer that question, I share a true story of a missionary family that was serving in a third world country, where people often came to them asking for food. They received a modest stipend, but it didn't always last the whole month. Well, one month they were down to the bare minimum, hardly enough to eke out some simple meals until the next stipend arrived, when there was a knock on the door, which usually meant someone in need was coming to ask for something. The parents told the kids, "Don't open the door, we don't have anything to spare." But the kids, horrified, told their parents, "Where's your faith?" One of the kids said, "If you trust in yourself, you leave no room for God to do marvels." Corrected by their children, the parents opened the door, and sure enough, it was someone asking for help. And the kids began giving away everything they had on hand to a family needier than themselves. "All right, here we are," the dad said after he closed the door. "We're going to be very hungry this week." And then something miraculous happened, which caused him to say to himself, "Oh, me of little faith." You should have seen the provisions that came flowing in that week. Somebody brought some rice, another person came with a wheelbarrow full of coconuts, someone brought some sugar cane. They were also invited out to eat that week, and they were shown yet again the truth of Jesus' words in the Gospel of Luke. "Give, and it will be given to you. A good measure, pressed down, shaken together, running over, will be put into your lap. For the measure you give will be the measure you get back." This story gives you and me reason to ask ourselves, where is my trust? Is it in my resources, or is it in God? As one of the missionary family kids said, "If you trust in yourself, you leave no room for God to do marvels." This Thanksgiving, as we think about how much to give, ask yourself, am I willing to leave room for God to do marvels? Trust, take a chance, and see what happens. God bless.